Hi, welcome to Cooking with the Witchard-Stovall Public Library. I'm Miss Ann, the Children's Librarian. And once again, we're going to be cooking from an old recipe in my cookbook, something that, once again, my mother made many years ago, and I've been making ever since. Now I'm actually making these items for her. We are going to be making the best bran muffins ever. Okay, so this recipe used to be on the back of the ALL-BRAN box. They don't have them on there anymore, but I'm going to give you that recipe today. So first of all, we're going to start off with our flour that I've already got in the bowl. That's 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose. We've got 1/2 cup of sugar. We have 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We have a tablespoon of baking powder. Then we have 1 1/2 cups of the ALL-BRAN cereal. And then I'm going to do 1 1/4 cups of milk, doesn't matter what kind. We've got 1 egg. And we have 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Now, Miss Ann's secret ingredients today, normally you would just mix those items up and that would be your ALL-BRAN muffins. But I always like throwing in the kitchen sink. You can add anything. My mother likes raisins, so I always, when I make this for her, I put raisins in them. Not doing raisins today. I thought, since I had got some beautiful strawberries, I'm going to add 1 cup of strawberries. And because the thing that goes best with strawberries is chocolate, I'm going to add the strawberries and the milk chocolate chibbits. And I think that will go lovely with the rest of the recipe. Okay, so what do we do first? I'm going to start with the cereal, so the 1 1/2 cup cereal. Throw it in a small bowl. And then we're going to pour the milk over top of it. That has to sit for a little while, just so that it can soften. And we've got 1 1/4 cups of milk. Okay, so just pour that over top of the cereal, just so that it can soften up. That might sit for 5 minutes, perhaps. No more. And then we're going to take our other big bowl. I've already got the flour in it, which is 1 1/4 cups. I'm going to add the sugar, which is 1/2 cup. Then I'm going to add my salt, which is 1/4 teaspoon. I used sea salt. I don't think it really matters. And then the baking powder is 1 tablespoon. Okay. Grab a spoon here. Gonna mix those together. Okay. So after we finish mixing this, we're going to throw in our cereal. Just scoop it around here a little bit, get it all wet. Okay. So I'm going to let that stand for just a couple more seconds. We're going to add the egg. So I'll do that next. Once again, I'm not one of these people that can do the fancy egg break. Okay, and with the egg, we're going to add the oil. So that's 1/4 cup. we're going to mix those. You could actually use beaters if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay, I'm going to throw the rest of this in here now. Mix them up. Okay, so it'll just be a gooey mess. Nothing spectacular about it, nice and runny. Okay, normally that would be it. We're going to add our special ingredients today. Okay, so I'm adding 1 cup of my strawberries. As I said, you can add whatever you want. I think that'll make a nice color to it. And it's sort of in the season, starting of what. And then because strawberries go really well with chocolate, I'm putting my milk chocolate chips in 1 cup. And mixing. So even though you're using chocolate chips, because you're using bran, kind of balances off. Okay, and that is it. I've got 2 sets of muffin tins, so I can get 36 out of this, usually. I've already pre-sprayed them with Pam. Once I put our muffin mix in them, I'll pop them in the oven, and I'll show you what they look like afterwards. Okay, be right back. Okay, so we've got our muffin tins filled. I did get 36 of the mini muffins. If you don't have mini trays, that's fine. The recipe is actually for 12 full-size muffins. So the more you add to them, the more muffins you might get. So they're all ready to go. We're going to put them in the oven for 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 minutes. Test them. If they're not quite done, put them in for a few minutes more. Okay, I'll show you what they look like when they come out. Okay, so our muffins are out of the oven. I baked them until they're lightly golden. And then I left them to cool before taking them out of the pan. If you take them out of the pan too early when they're hot, they'll all fall apart. So let them cool first. And then yum. Strawberries and chocolate and bran. All right, so enjoy the recipe. It'll be posted below the video. And let us know once again, if you make them, how they turn out. All right, till next time, bye.